Awesome! Today I'm going to be testing saturation values to see what is the bleeding effect that we can have with our test samples and how to improve that. What is the bleeding effect? The bleeding effect, what it does is that you are actually printing in the z-axis the first layers that doesn't have a support, obviously, or printed part underneath are printed on top of fresh powder. So sometimes the binder, it bleeds until those layers that shouldn't be fresh, and what creates is kind of like a roughness on those areas. So in order to control that and to test it, what we can do through the software is control the shell saturation level. Now what it does is it changes the flow rate or the binder volume ratio to have more or less binder in contact with the powder. So this test that we have here, this sample shows saturation at 150 and 100 again. The only reason why I repeat the 100% shell saturation is because I had this weird issue with the roller coating the layers. There was a hole in the middle, not really sure why, and actually the next two tests I did with the same powder and I didn't have that issue. My first thought is that I didn't compress the powder before starting printing, and that caused that hole. But well, powder distribution is a science itself, so normally what I do is just try to compress the powder in terms of spotting bleeding issues and how to easily control and solve that through the shell saturation. I just switched to my macro lens, so things are going to be shaky. But let me flip this print over, and here is way easier to spot the bleeding deformations. The underneath surface is really rough and irregular, and that's not something that we want. Clear example of bleeding. As a reference, this is how the top surface looks like. It's way more soft. Yeah, as I said, this was the second sample that had like a power distribution issue, and you can see this irregularities due to the fact that the powder was not evenly layered. And now if we do a side-by-side comparison of shell saturation, we can see that these surface at 50% shell saturation is way cleaner and smoother than the one that we have at 100%. As you can see here, we have this bleeding issue being super obvious. But again, it's very easy to solve. Just reduce the shell saturation and you will get better surface definition. Not only playing with the shell helps you to reduce the bleed, but obviously the more binder you add, the stronger the part is. So that also affects the texture. And comparing the 50% ones to the 100% ones, you can completely feel how the sugar in this case melts in your mouth like way easierly. It's like it makes the candy way softer, which is an interesting effect, but at the same time I've been crushing a bunch of those, and it's obviously that you get way smaller compression force using less shell saturation, which it's good and bad in the sense that it's good for taste, but it's way harder for handling because it makes things easy to crumble. Well, that's been a good lesson learned. Interesting test, more coming soon in the first probably, I don't care being the first or the last, but the funniest and the best 3D food printing, the 3D food printing YouTube channel. Subscribe, you and all your family, your friends. Okay, bye.